Dupont, Washington's history unfolds with the Native American, Hudson Bay Company, Dupont and Weyerhaeuser eras, and the impact and changes they made to what we now call Dupont. Evidence shows that the Sequalichu Nisqually, a vibrant and indigenous people, existed here for over 5,700 years. The close proximity to the Puget Sound, rivers, and grasslands provided shelter and ample resources for this thriving culture. Early 19th century journals kept by the British-owned Hudson Bay Company employees recorded the events of the daily life at Fort Nisqually and interaction with the local tribes. Fort Nisqually was initially a fur trading settlement, and it later expanded into agriculture and farming. The first Americans arrived in this area in 1839 to establish the Nisqually Methodist Mission, but were forced to leave within 3 years because of hardship and illness. It was here that American teacher Chloe Clark married HBC employee William Holden Wilson. Captain Wilkes and the 1841 U.S. exploring expedition charted and explored this area for the American government. They built an observatory on a promontory overlooking the mouth of Sequalichi Creek to map the southern Puget Sound. Many of our local landmarks are still known today by the names designated by this scientific expedition. By 1906, hundreds of workers and their families called this area home after the E.I. Dupont de Nemours Company built an explosive manufacturing plant and village, giving their name to Dupont. The explosives produced here were used for some of the world's largest construction projects, including the Panama Canal and the Grand Coulee Dam, as well as for munitions for both world wars. In 1951, DuPont became incorporated. Residents realized that incorporation was necessary after the DuPont Company donated water, sewer, and electrical systems, as well as several lots for parks to the town. The company also sold the houses to tenant employees. Weyerhaeuser bought the 3,200-acre former explosives plant site in 1976 from the DuPont Company. Weyerhaeuser originally intended to use the property as the site for a wood products export facility. The market for lumber declined in the early 1980s, and Weyerhaeuser changed its focus to land development in DuPont. In 1989, the City Council approved plans for the construction of Weyerhaeuser's Northwest Landing, a residential, commercial, and industrial development. The village of DuPont grew from 601 inhabitants to today's approximately 9,175 residents. Today, DuPont is made up of the historic village and the modern Northwest Landing, creating a vibrant new community.